Wish I didn't pull that damn fire alarm. You know what I'm saying?
A candid admission by Congressman Jamaal Bowman about a moment that made him the butt of jokes and landed him in court, pulling an alarm in a House office building, despite there not being an emergency.
And where are you on
You
the, where
can't be calm about this.
You know, because he talk a certain way and because he wears gold chains and his pops is Dion and he don't want to submit to y'all white
To the racism that comes from the party on a consistent basis. The reason why heart disease.
I'm white, I can't comment.
Listen to what I'm saying. The reason why heart disease and cancer and obesity and diabetes are bigger in the black community is because of the stress we carry from having to deal with being called the N-word directly or indirectly every day.
What's going on, guys? We got to talk about Disgraced. Jamaal Bowman, this loser, this dummy who got expelled from Congress by the voters because he decided to pull the fire alarm like an idiot and got caught red-handed. Now, this clown is out here spewing a bunch of nonsense again because we just had Zohran Mamdani, who won the primary, probably going to be the next mayor unless some sort of absolute unheard of miracle happens. Mamdani's going to win it. Because he's won the primary effectively, and they're gonna vote for Democrats. Mamdani's a Democrat. It's that simple. So, because this happened, there's been all these talks about Islamophobic attacks and people hate brown people, and of course you got Bowman out here basically getting on CNN fake news and crying about how people are attacking him in the streets verbally, and how we got to deal with being called the N-word every day. Now, here's the thing. Do people treat you differently depending on like your race and your culture and how you dress? And I mean, all these different variables, of course they do. But I'm a black man too. I go out into the street every day. I'm literally outside every single day interacting with people. Have I been called the N-word before? Yes. But how many times have I been called the N-word by non-black people? Probably less times than I could count on one hand. Is it pleasant when it has happened? No. But does it happen as often as Bowman? Bowman act like it happened every day. That's what this idiot is about to get into. No, it doesn't happen like that. And I'm around people of a lot of different races. I'm not just around black people. I'm around a lot of people, especially where I live. It's a lot of people of mixed race over here. So whatever the heck Bowman's talking about, I don't know. Let's go ahead and react to this.
I just want to know. I was walking down the street the other day. Some white dude, bald head, he looked me, called me a piece of shit to my face. Said, "I'm gonna get what's coming to me." Why I gotta deal with that, dog? In Yonkers, New York.
Well, can I tell you something?
I'm not making that up.
Stephen Miller needs to remember that the current first.
Yeah, and Jesse Smollett was attacked by a guy who said this is MAGA as well, right? So this is MAGA country, is what happened. I don't care if it happened or not. The obvious thing for people to do, especially clowns like Bowman, we've already caught him lying before, is to pretend as though something happened, tell a story, unverifiable, obviously, and pretend to be the victim. Obviously say that someone white, bald head white guy did something evil to me. It's like, okay, I mean, who cares? You were in Congress. I mean, do you expect people to all people to like you politically, considering, I mean, this is a very divisive guy. Of course people aren't going to like you, you idiot.
Lady of the United States is also an immigrant.
I mean, Donald Trump's grandparents were immigrants. I mean, look.
What's up with this characterization that anybody who's an immigrant, this is something I don't understand. There's people who come into the country who fly over in a plane, they have a visa, and boom, I mean, they're considered an immigrant. And then there's people who climbing over fences, running through swamps, arriving on boats, getting trafficked into the United States, drug smuggling. Like, I mean, there's so much negative stuff that's happened. I don't understand, how are they trying to conflate these two? Like, some of these people literally being sex trafficked, both men and women, by the way, children. These are not the same thing. Coming to the country with some sort of visa or overstaying a visa is much different then you getting sold alongside some drugs in order to make it into the country, or working with cartel members in order to make it into the country. I'm tired of this being conflated.
And the problem is we are not dealing with America's original sin and its disease of hate and racism towards black and brown people, and sexism towards women, and anti-LGBTQ sentiment. We are not dealing with that. Your colleagues in the Republican Party do.
I mean, look, not that I'm a fan of any of the alphabet community, from a general sense, like just that community, maybe individuals I'm cool with, but it's the whole community. It is what it is. But I think LGB is kind of where it ends for me and most people. Once you get into the T and the plus and whatever else comes along with it, no. I don't think people want to deal with all the mental illness of, the drag queens and, the drag queen story times, reading the kids, drag shows for kids, all these crazy stuff, and these weird books they're putting in school, these porn books they're trying to put in school, and trying to chop people's stuff off, not just adults, but trying to do with the kids too, men playing in women's sports. This is just things where people draw the line. Like two people loving each other, we may not like it, we may not agree with it, but okay, fine, do what you want. But once you start getting into all the stuff with the kids and changing genders and we cis, this, that, and third. Like, anybody got time for that?
Not hold each other accountable when it comes to the racism that comes from the party on a consistent basis.
Congressman, where are you on?
You can't be calm about this. I'm a black man in America. The reason why heart disease.
I'm white. I can't comment.
Listen to what I'm saying.
This is the second video I'm doing where you got a deranged black man who just feels like being out of control and emotional is the way to go. And it just makes the black community and the black men in the community, which are effectively the leaders, the men are the leaders. You got a bunch of weak leaders out here hollering and screaming. It is pathetic.
About this. I'm a black man in America. The reason why heart disease.
I'm white. I can't comment.
Listen to what I'm saying. The reason why heart disease and cancer and obesity and diabetes are bigger in the black community is because of the stress we carry from having to deal with being called the N-word directly or indirectly every day. If your colleagues would listen and try to learn and engage and grow and stop being so hateful, we could have a better country.
Jamaal,
what did you hear? Okay, I know this is a short clip, but did you hear the hateful rhetoric coming from the right in this video? This guy, he's the one sitting up here yelling at them. Nobody's yelling at him. They're just calmly sitting there listening to him, just trying to patiently wait for him to calm his little temper tantrum. And it's like these people have no introspection. Like, you look like a lunatic and you're saying you're being so hateful. It's like, dude, why don't you calm down, look in the freaking mirror for a second and look at who is crying and screaming and yelling. Give me a break.
Fortunately, we're still here.
Jamaal,
it's coming from one.
Jamaal, I feel your passion and I understand where you're coming from. Sincerely, I really, really do. It happens on both sides, Jamaal. You might think it happens more on your side. Jamaal, when I leave the show, Jamaal, you should see my Twitter feed.
And they're acquitted. Rodney King, Abner Louima, Eric Gardner, Trayvon Martin, black cops in Memphis. It's not the same. And I don't want to qualify or quantify pain. That's not what I'm talking about. Everyone goes through pain.
My guy, that's literally what you're doing. That's what the black community always does. Is saying, well, we've had to deal with so much. It's like, yeah, you're right. And could you technically quantify it? Sure, you could quantify it. But if you do that, the black community doesn't win because you're going to probably lose to communities like the Jewish community. They just got blown up over in Israel, and they're dealing with anti-Semitism around the whole country today, including from a lot of black people. So, it's one of those things where, yeah, black communities dealt with a lot of stuff, but I'm not sure you want to put it on a scale and compare it to every type of group around the world, Jamaal.
But the racism in this country is the disease that will destroy us. And it's destroying us right now as we speak. January 6th, everybody was pardoned. Everybody's pardoned. Riots in LA, they're insurrectionists. But we pardon everyone January 6th.
So, Congressman,
this is
January
America.
6th, I'm a little confused. I mean, is he trying to say January 6th was like some sort of race riot? Like, what is this? Because it had, it was black people there too, right? I mean, it may not have been a lot, but it was black people there. Like, these people don't make any sense, guys. I mean, there was black women there. Nothing that people like Bowman, D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, I mean, even the black folks that are in politics, even the ones in elected office, you can clearly see, all you gotta do is just listen to them. Just listen to them. I listen to them every day. When I'm not on it, when y'all don't see me on this channel, I'm trying to listen to them as much as I possibly can and hear everything they're saying. I'm trying to interpret what they're saying, researching the things that they're saying. And I can tell you right now, these people that are majority of the black politicians, especially the Democrat ones, mainly the Democrat ones, they don't have a freaking clue what they're talking about. They pretty much just get into their position because they are passionate and loud and people pay attention to them. And you got to have a little bit of that fire in order to get elected. But that's really all they got. People like Crockett and Bowman and Cori Bush back in the day before they nuked her out of the election, her election that she lost. I mean, these people are all cut from the same cloth. They think that they get up there and holler and scream, but then when they really get a lot of pressure and things really get ugly and they're trying to go for their seat again or go for a higher position, you see what happens? They fold every single time because they don't have what it takes. They're stupid. They're dumb. And a lot of people listen to them. They're like, well, these people don't know what the hell they're talking about. And they just end up embarrassing themselves. Like, we get called the N-word directly or indirectly every day. What the hell does that even mean? If it's not directly, what you mean our friends and our family mean on the TV, you mean through rhetoric and dog whistles? Because anybody can feel like somebody said something with some stupid dog whistle. That's like a term to basically say you're offending me without saying something directly because I interpret it in some sort of offensive way, even if you didn't mean it to be like that. That's stupid. I don't subscribe to these stupid dog whistle terminologies. I understand people could act funny with people sometimes, but the whole dog whistling thing has gone way too far. Now it's like everything's a freaking dog whistle, except when Democrats do it. These people make me sick, guys. This is pathetic. Another dumb showing by a dumb individual, Jamaal Bowman. This guy's got a big old shiny head without a freaking monicum of a freaking brain cell in there, and it is pathetic. These people do not deserve to be on the air having millions of viewers take in what they're saying and actually either, one, think that they're smart, or two, the smarter people think that the black community and the black leaders on the whole are just a bunch of dodo brains. Because I promise you, there are smarter individuals out here, way smarter people even than I. It just so happened that these guys are not them. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
What is number one? It's coming. Why you messing up?
What is this?
Why you messing up?
What is he talking about?
Damn, I'm in the zone up here.